So I'm currently in the middle of working on a fairly long and difficult composition for my composition midterm. I'd love to upload episode 5 today, but I just spent the last like week and a half experimenting with material and tossing it because I had no idea where to even start. So look out for that sometime in early October. But for now, I will be organizing
The Pits of Hell.
So this is a folder filled with crap that I have been working on since like 2017 when I got my MIDI controller. Here it is. There is all sorts of stuff here. You know, maybe some of it is going to be missing plugins. Some of it was lost, but most of it's here. And I'm just going to be skimming through it and seeing if any of this is worthy of any consideration. Maybe there's some hidden gems in here that I could develop. Again, most of it's going to be crap. Some of this stuff really could have potential. So there's also just stuff that maybe I'll have a good idea and I didn't execute that idea or even start on that idea, but it's something I might want to do in the future. Anyways, I don't know half of what's in here anymore. Like I said, it's been running for 8 years. So I'm going to be putting these in folders. So potential means I'm pretty much going to put everything in here that's partially developed or somewhat finished. I'm going to be looking at this stuff in the future. Someone else, other people have been at my computer and have written stuff and saved stuff to my computer. This is anything I did for someone else or someone else wrote on my computer. So this stuff I'm pretty much not going to work, but I'll save it for reasons. This is just non-music ended up here. I don't know. And the Pit of Hell, it will be a collection of me opening a document, writing 2 bars, and closing it. I've done that a lot. There's going to be some that are just straight up empty, and it's like you could see that I put a piano or an organ, which is usually someplace I start where I could just start playing on the MIDI keyboard and start coming up with ideas. You'll see a lot of that where there's just oh yeah, I put a sound in and I never wrote anything. So let us begin. Cheeseburger Macaroni Project. I know exactly what this is. This isn't mine. Little story. When I was a freshman in college, I was living in the dorms, and I had a roommate and stuff like that. The person directly next door to me on my side of the room, so literally right through those paper thin walls, he was learning how to sing, and he was really into it. But it was funny because we would hear him just yapping and trying to sing and stuff at really odd hours of the day, pretty much every day, and it became a joke because he wasn't very good. But there was one day where me and my roommate decided, wouldn't it be funny if we lured him in here and had him record a song? And he basically reached out to me independently of this and said, "Wow, dude, you're into music production, you're into stuff. Well, why don't we record a song together or whatever?" So basically, he wrote lyrics, and he basically wrote out the melody in the song. And then verse and chorus and stuff like that. And I just said, yeah, I'll just play some piano and I'll put it all together. So this is probably the worst thing you're gonna hear today. But here we go.
It was like any other February day. Didn't think of it much or mind it anyway. Then I saw
Not me
this
singing, by the way.
girl who took my breath away, and inside of my mind this beautiful girl would stay. Didn't get a number, didn't spit game. All that was said was hi and a hey, but from that small bit of talking anyway, it started to think in my brain. It started to think, I wanna make a cheeseburger macaroni. I wanna send you text to tell you good night. I want you to be my one and only, and trust me, none of this will be a lie. I wanna make a cheeseburger macaroni. Cheeseburger macaroni. Cheeseburger macaroni. Cheeseburger macaroni. Another year had passed, and it's like time had flew. Our first year together, yeah, it was almost through. That's when Valentine's Day, yeah, it began to loom, and I had just no clue what I was gonna do. I tried to come up with something hard and true.
I just
Now
realized
what
the bass,
gift
the
is
bass
something that mean the world to
isn't,
you. I decided a song.
bass plugin anymore.
Here's what
I
I'll
just record real
do
bass now, but
as I
used to use it a
began
lot at
to
the time.
sing to you. As I began to sing, as I made your cheeseburger macaroni, as I sent you text to tell you good night.
Oh my god, it's just
Told you
permanently
that you
flat.
were my one and only. Meant
not
to
have that
with
range.
my heart, it was not a lie. I wanna make you cheeseburger macaroni, cheeseburger macaroni, cheeseburger macaroni, cheeseburger macaroni. And now another
Crossfade
year
though.
has whizzed by, and it's crazy to see how time flies. A lot has changed for you and I, 'cause now you've got another guy. And though even now sometimes I cry without really ever even knowing why, I want you to know that I tried. I have one more question left to surmise. Just be real with me once, no disguise. Please answer truthfully, please
When did I
don't
go off
lie.
grid?
So I'll just say what's on my mind. I'll just say what's on. Does he make you cheeseburger
There's a
macaroni?
legit chance that
Does he send you
he went off
text to
grid,
tell you
and
good
instead of
night?
changing his voice,
Does he tell you
Post.
that you're
I
his
just shifted
one
the
and
instrumental.
only? And when you look in his eyes,
yeah,
does
there's
it
some
feel like a
ratchet shit
lie?
in these folders,
Does he make you
This is
cheeseburger
the down chorus.
macaroni?
and then I'm guessing there's another chorus after.
macaroni. Cheeseburger macaroni. Cheeseburger mac. I wanna make you cheeseburger macaroni. Cheeseburger macaroni. Cheeseburger macaroni. Cheeseburger macaroni. Does he make a cheeseburger macaroni? Cheeseburger macaroni. Cheeseburger macaroni. Cheeseburger macaroni.
I can't believe I helped him do this, dude. And then low key, like, so he was like super into it, and then after like a day, right, he came back to me and he's like, dude, it's terrible. And me and my roommate just spent like the next week just goading him into just releasing it. Like, please, for the love of God, release this. He didn't end up doing it, but we tried our damnedest because this was the funniest shit I've ever heard. It was so bad. Anyways, this is obviously going in someone else. I didn't make this isn't mine. I have no intention of doing anything else. But for the sake of preservation, it is staying here. Okay? These never happened. The Via Strangiato project. I don't remember what this is, because I know me and my band played this song at some point. So there's a chance that this is just keyboard presets that I was running through my my rig. Oh, Michael had given this to me, I remember. Yeah, because he was like a Super Rush fan, so he gave me these, like, he MIDI sequenced some things. We didn't play these in the show, like, I actually played them live, but he kind of gave them to me to kind of just show me what to do. Because I don't listen to that much Rush, or I don't listen to that much Rush. Yeah, I remember this stuff. Yeah, I kind of get the idea here. So this is just, I'll make a new folder. So this is just stuff I used to use for live performance. Metal EP. So yeah, so let's just start with this then. Michael Metal. So this stuff, again, none of this stuff is in chronological order. It's just going to be whatever order the folder is in, because there's just no way of organizing this chronologically. I need to go through and make sure. So this, I believe this was something that me and my friend Michael wrote together. So I did the lyrics and I did like drum programming and stuff like that. Right, this stuff was I think I remember making this. So the drums, I think I used to have another drum plugin on my laptop, and yeah, the sampler. I'm actually curious. This one's definitely going in potential, but I'm gonna get the drums back. Just copy paste this. Okay, so I think I fixed the drums. All right, so let's start from the beginning. At least the section.
Thoughts are rushing through my head. Can't fall asleep, trapped in this bed. Till we can only wait. Purgatory, trapped outside the kingdom of heaven. The only one I love is in my dreams. Deprivation, I can't feel a thing in this hell. My dream's the only thing that keeps me safe.
I guess solo was supposed to go here or something. Me and Michael were not recording a solo. That might have been Crash. That's fine. Let's see if we get through. Let's make a 7 string. I automated the sample here. And that one, that should be a pinch harmonic. Be so much better.
Purgatory, trapped outside the kingdom of heaven. The only one I love is in my dreams. Deprivation, I can't feel a thing in this hell. My dream's the only thing that keeps me sane. I'm paralyzed, I can't move a
what happened to the
single
vocal there?
muscle. There's nothing I can do to fix this now. These thoughts took over, I don't think my brain can help me. Now it's sold my soul and I'm a slave. Now it's sold my soul and I'm a slave.
Yeah. So this was I think I remember this. This was because I had written an idea for another thing that was like I guess story time. When I was like in like I've been a little slow, I guess, let's just say, on the social uptake. So when I was like in 9th grade, I think I had a dream. I never understood like girls or like even had like a crush up until then, but I had a dream when I was in 9th grade, and it was just me literally just like kissing a girl. I don't know. It was just this nice thing. It wasn't even sexual. It was just like this nice thing. That's just like, this is what it feels like to love someone. It stuck around in my head, but it was one of those things where like, I don't even think like it was like a real person. Like it was just like, I never knew, like I had no idea what that face was. Like I just knew it kind of carried on as just like a feeling. So there was like a piano song that I wrote at one point. I don't even think I finished. It was like an idea. I wrote it at some point, kind of talking about that. And then this was supposed to be like the aftermath. So it's called I think this was supposed to be called Insomnia or something. The idea was like I'm just trying to get back to bed to experience that, like to keep dreaming. but I'm not, and it's like this like dramatic. It's a little cringe, but like it's like this dramatic thing. So yeah, I wrote this with Michael. I did the lyrics. I think Michael actually wrote the riff.
Hug and sorry, trapped outside the key.
Yeah, I think he wrote. And then I did this like weird breakdown thing with the 7-string, and then this is good. This is Michael too. And that's Michael singing. And I programmed the drums, and it was like a collaborative effort. So this definitely goes in potential. I'll ask him if he wants to finish this someday. Yeah, that's cool. So Man Islands. I think I know what this is too. So this was a drop D acoustic thing that I was messing with. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of just fiddling around. I have to edit out. So let's get into it. Why is there 2 on it? Yeah, so I'm pretty much just supposed to sing over this. I don't know where it changes. Yeah, I think it's this one. Oh, right, changes here. This is the kind of B part. Okay, and then, yeah, this was the electric. It's supposed to gradually ramp up, like from this like acoustic kind of idea, and it's kind of this like one riff song where it just kind of gradually evolves with that kind of in like varying degrees of textures. So this is, again, this goes with the I wanted to write like a metal EP. Second track. I actually don't remember what this is. Once again, the drums don't work, but I have no idea what I was doing. This is just raw. It's just a raw signal. So yeah, I think there's like some riffs here. This one goes in. Well, I mean, I'm just keeping this whole thing. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. That needs like a key signature change. I think I was trying to do something else. So this was the only song I actually finished off of this like EP drums. Let's click on it. So let's just solve this real quick. Okay, so instead of flailing around trying to get this to work, I'm going to play the actual recording here and just sync it up with the This is the original recording that I did. just putting a bunch of parts together is horrible.
Now that the truth has died.
Man, I used to actually play guitar. It wasn't like amazing, but it was like I could actually play. It's been a while. This was 2023, I think.
Acting with blindness, acting on impulse, bending in rage. Try to reason, but my hands are tied. All alone in this empty room. Sometimes I feel like I'm going insane. I lie to myself and I say it's all okay. It's one thing I know, there's something very wrong. Impending doom consumes me. There's no one out there who will heed my call. I tried to reason but got called a fool. My will is broken but my heart's still there. I love thy neighbor but they hate me back. History repeats itself. No one lives until they die.
Yeah, you can tell I'm like, my nose is like not functioning, and I'm like, that line goes hard though. I love thy neighbor, but they hate me back. Definitely re-record all of the vocals, maybe retool some of the stuff. The guitar riff is pretty cool. It's like a metalcore riff. The drums, I gotta find a way to fix that. But yeah, that was that 7-string. I haven't used it in a while. This one was pretty cool. So this was idea 3. So this naming scheme of idea number was that's actually what I started, because I started with idea 1 and then 2 and then 3. The thing is somewhere along the way it got out of order because I realized some of them were just, again, empty documents. So I would just like fill them in later. So this was definitely early. I would just like I'd say like, oh, idea 6 is missing, and then I'd just like put something in there from like 2021 or something, and it was like, okay, so what is this? This might be loud. Yeah, that's me messing around with wavetables for the first time. Okay, so this is what do I even have here? Yeah, this was like super omega early idea. I was just trying to make, again, I wanted to make electronic music, so it was just like, oh yeah, let's just try this out. And then I realized like, oh shit, this is hard. It's 319. Is this the same thing? Yeah, interesting. So this one goes, or I'll do this. I'll all of the versions of an idea go in their respective pits. Idea 5. So I know what this is. Oh, yeah, that's what this is. This progression, when I wrote it, I'm like, wow, that's cool. And then I spent the next, I swear to God, like years trying to make it work in some place, or just kind of looking at it and like not really doing anything with it. So you're going to see it pop up a few times. So yeah, so if I have multiple versions, I'm not going to delete the old ones. I'm just going to put them in a folder of the same thing. So yeah, I turned it into like a guitar harmony. What about this? Yeah, this is me just messing around with the same kind of harmony. I will be revisiting this. It's kind of an interesting idea. Palindrome. So yeah, this will get snapped into order once I like fill it out. So this was actually an attempt at making Electro House. I only made like a build up. So let's see. Actually, I think this is another one that has a an actual recording. So let me dig for that. So where does this actually start? Where does this recording start? There's actually some stuff here that's not in the recording, but I'll play the recording. Slowly building up, slowly revealing that high pass filter off of the arpeggiator. That piece. No, it just ends there. Okay. Yeah, I think it goes on to like. Yeah, this is supposed to lead to like actual like a drop or something. I don't know, but basically, this one was interesting because this was the first time I actually made something that, or like made something electronic that sounded decent. So I used to use this. This is actually a free wavetable. I can't recommend it enough if you're like learning. Obviously, stuff like Serum, stuff like there's like other wavetables that are gonna be just way better in every way. But for something free, like freeware that you can learn and start messing around with, that's simple. This is great. Like honestly. So yeah. So that's idea 6. This is also one of the ones that definitely wrote later, but ended up as labeled as idea 6 for whatever reason. So let's see. This is just idea 1. Looks like just drums. And what's the instrument? I think that's it. Okay. Cool. That's nothing. What is this one? So we have our first empty project. And let's look at 2. What actually was this? Is this like anything worth saving? Interesting. Sure, I'll save it. This one, 3 goes in
The pit of hell.
3 absolutely goes in the pit of hell. So I think I will be deleting this folder. Thank God we got through a folder. Okay, I think this is enough material for episode 1. So I'm just gonna cut it here. I will continue this after I edit that and put it out. So see ya.